Stalkers are generally not quite right in the head, but some stories are particularly disturbing. Joshua Corbett is said to have been quite confused when he terrorized Hollywood star Sandra Bullock in her house in June 2014. He now uses that to defend himself. His lawyer stated his client was convinced at the time that he was married to Bullock. Bullock is by no means the only star who has had bad experiences with extreme stalkers. What Sandra Bullock had to go through because of the stalker isn't uncommon, is a list of celebrities with crazy stalker stories. Taylor Swift. Pop star Taylor Swift magnetically attracts stalkers and can hardly venture out of the house without bodyguards. Of course, her villa is also well protected, which drove stalkers to take even more extreme measures. In 2013, for example, a Chicago man was said to have swum a good 2 kilometers to Swift's estate in Rhode Island, where the singer's security team arrested him. Another stalker followed her for 3 years before Swift banned contact in 2014. Similar to Bullock, this man imagined he was married to the star. He threatened to kill anyone who would get between them, from Swift's family to Secretary of State John Kerry. Paris Hilton. It girl Paris Hilton has had some creepy experiences with stalkers. In 2010, for example, a man armed with 2 kitchen knives knocked on her window pane. Hilton's then friend Cy Waits kept the stalker at bay with his gun until the police arrived. Just after the trial, Hilton was molested by another stalker outside the courthouse. This stalker also tried to break into her house. "I was afraid to leave my house afterwards. I was paranoid. Always thought someone would follow me," Hilton later told The Sun. But that's not all. In early 2014, a man from Germany was arrested while was waiting for Hilton in front of her property. The police station revealed the extent of his obsession with the star. He is said to have had Hilton tattoos all over his body. Shia LaBeouf. Actor Shia LaBeouf not only made headlines in 2014 with his own escapades, but also because he had to deal with a crazy stalker. The woman was firmly convinced that LaBeouf was Albert Einstein and had discovered the theory of relativity. She considered herself his best friend from a previous life. According to the gossip site TMZ, she is said to have even been to LaBeouf's house 3 times and shouted, "I will blow up your house. I will blow up the world. You are Albert Einstein and we belong together." Madonna. Superstar Madonna has had the unpleasant experience of being followed by stalkers several times. An extreme case was the case of a highly psychotic man who threatened the Queen of Pop in 1995, stating he would cut her throat if she didn't marry him. Robert Dewey Hoskins even entered Madonna's Hollywood mansion, but was gunned down by her bodyguards. The stalker was then sentenced to 10 years in 1996, and then sent to a psychiatric hospital, from which he fled. Uma Thurman. Actress Uma Thurman was dealing with a particularly persistent high school admirer. Jordan Jackson bombarded Thurman with bizarre letters, emails, and calls for years. He also chased the actress and even entered her caravan on a film set. He threatened to kill himself if he saw Thurman with another man. Jackson was sentenced to a 3-year suspended sentence in 2008 for treatment. When the stalker tried to contact Thurman again, he was arrested. Jennifer Aniston. In 2010, Jason Payton traveled across the United States with a crazy plan to marry Hollywood star Jennifer Aniston. When he was picked up by the police, he had a love letter to Aniston with him in addition to a sharp object and tape. However, this was not the first incident with a stalker of the Friends star. In 2005, a male fan was sentenced to 1 year in prison after trying to break into the actress's house. Allison Hannigan. Actress Allison Hannigan had a tough time in early 2013. A stalker left threatening messages on the Facebook and MySpace profiles of the How I Met Your Mother star until Hannigan obtained an injunction. The actress said the man was mentally unstable and was recently released from a mental hospital. She also submitted one of his messages, "Let's see how I can get myself in trouble today. If I do what I've been accused of most of my life, I should be a rapist." Lastly, Rihanna. R&B star Rihanna has been hit by stalkers and burglars several times in her former Los Angeles villa. This is one of the reasons why she moved to New York in autumn 2013, where she hoped for more peace. Unfortunately, the move was in vain. In July 2014, a homeless person was arrested after trying to deliver letters to Rihanna in her apartment. In it, he insulted the singer and allegedly threatened her with rape. The man apparently lived in the delusion of having a relationship with Rihanna and accused her of stealing his music. A judge ordered the man to a psychiatric facility and described him as a ticking time bomb, which was a danger to the life of the singer. He compared the stalker to Mark David Chapman, who shot John Lennon in New York in 1980. These are terrible stories. Let us know if you entered something familiar.